What do you say? I'll film your band and edit next day, upload and wear away, share it the next day. Half the world away, I've been lost, I've been found, Bushy bees in town.
It was. No genitals and offended by that. Wow. That's going in the diary as well. Right. So this is a song. This is a song that was written on stage whilst playing another song. I was actually playing another song about the first Tory. 12,000 years ago, a guy invents money. That's the first Tory. That's the way it works. I just thought I'd let you know that one. And I was actually playing that on stage to a load of Steampunks down in Portsmouth one night. About 800 of them. And I realised I should write a song about Steampunks and just get what Steampunks are about. Does everyone here know what Steampunks are? Yeah? Maybe more noise than that? I can't monitor for all the little nods. It's the northern thing. It's like, you're right. That's it, that's enough. And I get that, but there's a room full of people and it's weird. Okay, so this is a song about Steampunks. I'm just trying to sort of encapsulate the steampunk movement. Because I don't know about you, when the sort of nuclear war was being threatened a few sort of months ago, I started to make a list of people to eat. You know, on the day of the apocalypse. You know how it's going to work. Basically, you know, there are some people who are useful, and there are steampunks. Basically, that's the way it is. When you need to actually get on with something and loot a supermarket or something like that, the steampunks will just be useless for it. So this is a song about that. I put some goggles on a hat so that you can tell that I'm a steampunk, a steampunk. I put some goggles on a hat so that you can tell that I'm a steampunk, a steampunk. I'm soldering shit to water pistols to sell at a convention at a hotel in Bristol. Got some goggles on my hat so that you can tell that I'm a steampunk, a steampunk. I put some goggles on a hat so that you can tell that I'm a steampunk, a steampunk. That's it.
You play that for Mark Fox on Wednesday?
Yeah, I did. I played it to zero the other week, yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of when you said
I'm not steampunk,
I've got unsafe bling,
I'm a necro cyberpunk. Yeah, just the way it is.
cyberpunk with fucking unsafe bling.
Yeah, unsafe bling. Yeah, it's brilliant. I love him. Shame he's not here.
Yeah. Let you down.
So I was writing that song, and then the Charlottesville thing happened. There was Nazis on the streets of America. Do you remember Nazis on the streets of America? That was frightening. Did anyone get? Yeah, I know. It was a film. I swear it was. And then films became a reality, and there were suddenly Nazis on the streets of America. And I had to write a song quite quickly about Nazis, but I still had the steampunk song going through my head. So this is Nazis. It's so shitty being white, so I joined the old right. I'm a Nazi, a Nazi. It's so shitty being white, so I joined the old right. I'm a Nazi, a Nazi. I came into town to find my supremacy, and everybody kicked the living fuck out of me. It's so shitty being white, so I joined the old right. I'm a Nazi, a Nazi. It's so shitty being white, so I joined the old right. I'm a Nazi, a Nazi.
yeah.
Whoa, nearly. My dog's got fleas. Okay, I'm going to do these songs without a microphone, so shut the hell up. I didn't mean the shut the hell up part, I just thought that'd be funny, but that's bad, wouldn't it? Shouldn't do that. Don't blame the audience. Right, I get to play a lot of protest singer-songwriter festivals. You would call them like Glastonbury, stuff like that. But I get to see a lot of like protest singers who do stuff and they talk the talk, but they don't necessarily walk the walk, if you see what I mean. You know, possibly sort of fashion, political singer-songwriters. And it's, you know, I'm not saying any names, but Frank Turner. And just saying, he's from Winchester, Etonian, blues and Keynesian economics. Votes Tory. Okay, just saying that. So when he's saying rock and roll will save us all, he doesn't mean it. Whereas I do, right? And so I got a bit annoyed about this, so I thought I'd write a protest song about protest singers. This one's called Watch Out, Here Comes the Counterculture. This is the one. This is the one, okay? Yeah, okay, it's me attacking the left on this one. That's all right, not a problem. Sorry, I didn't
I'm partially deaf, so since I'm not going to be able to hear it.
What was that?
Anyway, right. So you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch out! I'm gonna sing a song about the government, and it's gonna drive them crazy. They'll probably arrest me when my song is done. Step back, don't be crazy. I've got a ukulele playing G and C and D. I'll highlight their brutality. There's a girl over here hula hooping for Peruvian women. Any minute they'll be free, and there's a guy over there shaving his balls for Corbyn. 'Cause that's what JC needs. Step back, fascist fuckers. The counterculture's been training in secret camps out of sight, like those bastards in ISIS. Yeah. Watch out, safety first, 'cause this clumsy cliched verse is more incendiary than anything Al Qaeda has, and you can tell I'm really angry by the stickers on my guitar. And you can tell we're really serious when you see how good I are at getting fucked up in a field. We're getting fucked up in a field to show that we will never yield. We're getting fucked up in a field to show the nasty government the level of our discontent. We're getting fucked up in a field. Fucked up in a field. The djembe circle goes quiet as the performance poet makes his way across the field to a tent that stinks of piss. As he clambers on the stage, clutching pages filled with rage, he takes a swig of cloudy cider and to the audience says this: fuck Thatcher. Fuck capitalism. Fuck money. But t-shirts and CDs are available after the gig. Legalised marijuana. Because I've done the research, and it's a much better way of making paper, some plastics, and treating multiple sclerosis. When I share it on Facebook and I say legalise marijuana, it's not because I want to get high. It's because I care about paper and multiple sclerosis. Because my dad's a Geordie. I've got northern blood in my veins. I've got brown sauce in my veins. Daddy's sauce, not HP Houses of Parliament sauce. And I care about paper and multiple sclerosis. And get the coal miners their jobs back. But stop burning coal because it's killing the planet. And everybody there is agreeing with the things he's saying. Nothing to do with the fact they're MDMA-ing. We're getting fucked up in a field. We're getting fucked up in a field to show that we will never yield. We're getting fucked up in a field to show the nasty government the level of our discontent. We're getting fucked up in a field. Get off the picket line. Fucked up in a field. And call the ticket line. Fucked up in a field. There you go, that's for you. One more? Okay. My dog has fleas. So, this will be my last song. At the end of this, this is my job essentially. Good work, sir. You have my hat. So, James is going to take my hat around because he's bigger than everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. Put some money in, come buy some stuff, whatever. There's no obligation. Socialism. Just all that sort of thing. But at the same time, if you don't, I die. It's just the way it works. Not in a sort of an emotional blackmail way, just like physics, in a physics way.
If you don't eat, eventually he'll waste away.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be a fair long time.
Shut up. Thank you. You're a fucking legend, you are. Right. So this last song, I released Rupert Murdoch's home address in London. I wrote a song about him called Uncle Twinkle Fingers, which is disgusting. It's horrible. It uses the language of abuse to talk about how Murdoch has essentially for 40 years fiddled us, okay? And in a savvy sort of way. There's no swearing in it, just saying. It's a very clean song. I played that song. I played the song Uncle Twinkle Fingers in a folk club in Birmingham, and they wrote to me the next day and said, "You're never going to play here again because you're disgusting." Basically, they said, and the songs you write are horrible. And it turns out what they were really upset about was the fact that it wasn't from 1836 and it wasn't about a weaver's revolution. Okay, that's what it was. And I thought, fuck. How am I ever going to play a folk club again if I'm not playing folk music, which is about oppressed people, trying to get together behind music. And I thought I'd try and write a song that says absolutely nothing. This song is called Everything's Fine. My friends, tonight we have nothing to fear. As long as we have fairy lights, ukuleles, vegan snacks, white privilege and beards. I won't dare to talk about politics, I won't get in your face. For fear of losing a customer, for fear of losing a friend. This is a safe space. While the world outside is getting out of hand, we will fight it by being quite bland. We'll pretend we live in soft focus and everything is great. My hair's already getting in my face. Like we all live in an advert for a bank account or for a cinema chain. As global temperatures continue to rise, we'll all die singing. Everything is fine. Ukulele solo. Last verse. Butterflies and unicorns and rainbows will save us all right. I wouldn't want to say something meaningful and ruin your night. As the darkness of lies from the madman continues to fall, we'll all sing do do do, everything's fine, say nothing at all. We'll all sing do do do, everything's fine, say nothing at all.
Hey.
Seriously, no, come on, you don't want more, do you? You actually want more? Seriously? That was out of tune. Do you want more? Okay. It's hard to tell because you've all got that northern face. It's really, yeah, that's the face. The one with the big hole in the middle. No, see that? That's fine. Toilets later, man. Toilets later. Anyway, it's hard to tell up north, and I know you're listening and you're loving it because you're not talking and walking out, and I know that is the case. But it's hard sometimes. You've got to just power through it. It's just the way it goes. Anyway, I can do one more if you want to. It's a serious song. I don't do serious songs. Can I do a serious song?
Yeah.
Okay. Costing 36 hours of my life, first of all, which was I went to London to see Primus, a band I really love, great band, great bass player. Coming out of London, drove past Grenfell Tower about a week after it happened, and I hadn't seen it, and it was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. It sucked the light out of the rest of the area. I don't know if anyone's been down there or not. But it's just everything in London's got a fucking light on it, and this thing is just there. It's like this black hole in the middle of nothing. My sister-in-law teaches in the academy underneath it, so they've lost 5 kids in the fire, but they've also got every kid lives around there. They saw it happening. They saw their friends burning, essentially. And my sister-in-law is amazing. She's a fabulous teacher, and they're brilliant. So every time a kid, basically, all the kids have been great. They all come in going, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, and then one day they snap and say, I'm not fine. And there's this whole system of teachers and carers who scoop them up and just take them off into this amazing system. They're teachers, they're not trained for this, they're not trained to be trauma technicians essentially, you know, and it's stunning what they're doing out there. Did that, got home to Southampton. I then had to go and play Glastonbury Festival the next day, basically, and I had to get out on the A303 before the hippies got there at sunrise, because it was solstice, you see, and I had to sneak past the hippies. Got to Glastonbury, they said, your ticket will be waiting on the Orange Gate. Got to the Orange Gate, oh, your ticket's in Bristol, man, and the girl who's got it won't be, you know, she'll be back at work at 5, so I had to spend 8 hours in my smart car at the time, in the roasting sunshine, waiting to be get in, and then luckily a friend of mine phoned me up and said, I'll be there in 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, I'm suddenly in Glastonbury Festival, but I had to pretend to be a guy called Niall DL. Okay, I had to be a ginger 6'2" Irish Tory. Okay, it was weird. To and from the campsite, 45 minutes each way, set up my thing, played an hour show. I went on stage dripping with sweat, played an hour show in front of an audience that was melting in front of me. By this point, I hadn't slept very much at all. I was practically on the edge of tears after everything that had happened. And I tried to go to bed. My friend said, no, come up to the stone circle and come to the opening ceremony, watch the druids sing and burn some shit. And I did, and I cried my eyes out. I did a very small amount of gin, very small amount of gin. And I woke up the next morning and I wrote this song. This song's about inevitability. We live in a time where shit's gonna snap soon. Basically, you can feel it, I can feel it, yeah? It's just one of those things, you know, Trump everything. It's just something bad's gonna happen or something amazing's gonna happen, okay? And we actually have control over what side we want to be on with that, but it's gonna happen. So this song's about inevitability. Atoms collide, our cells divide, just like they've always done. A spark alive, we multiply, this ride has just begun. And here at the end of a line that stretches back through all time, time guided by a primal desire to simply survive. Survive, you can't keep it down, you know. It grows. For feed, for seed, our genes compete. This war is never won. Numbers increase for reason and peace en masse. As one, we're strong. And where opposition exists, it's our duty to persist, resist and fight and defend till the end. Another's right to all this bliss, a wish, a kiss. You can't keep me down, you know, and I can't keep you down, I know, and it won't be kept down, we know. It grows. It grows. Thanks very much for having me.
advice from Dean, please do, but I've got to be done by 4, right?